But let me begin by thanking the press for being here and thanking everyone else. My fellow Americans, yesterday once again proved that democracy is the heartbeat of this nation, just as it has been the heartbeat of this nation for 2 centuries. And even in the face of a pandemic, more Americans voted this election than ever before in American history. Over 150 million people cast their votes. I think that's just extraordinary. And if we had any doubts, we shouldn't have any longer about a government of, by, and for the people. It's very much alive in America. Here, the people rule. Power can't be taken or asserted. It flows from the people. And it's their will that determines who will be the President of the United States, and their will alone. And now, after a long night of counting, it's clear that we're winning enough states to reach 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners. With all the votes counted, we have won Wisconsin by 20,000 votes, virtually the same margin that President Trump won that state 4 years ago. In Michigan, we lead by over 35,000 votes, and it's growing. A substantially bigger margin than President Trump won Michigan in 2016. Michigan will complete its vote soon, maybe as early as today. And I feel very good about Pennsylvania. Virtually all the remaining ballots to be counted were cast by mail. And we've been winning 78% of the votes by mail in Pennsylvania. We've flipped Arizona and the 2nd District of Nebraska. Of special significance to me is that we've won with the majority of the American people. And every indication is that that majority will grow. We have a popular vote lead of nearly 3 million votes, and every indication is that will grow as well. Indeed, Senator Harris and I are on track to win more votes than any ticket in the history of this country that ever won the presidency and vice presidency. Over 70 million votes. I'm very proud of our campaign. Only 3 presidential campaigns in the past have defeated an incumbent president. When it's finished, God willing, we'll be the 4th. This is a major achievement. This is a major achievement. And it's been a long and difficult campaign, but it's been a more difficult time for our country, a hard time. We've had hard campaigns before. We've faced hard times before. So once this election is finalized and behind us, it'll be time for us to do what we've always done as Americans, to put the harsh rhetoric of the campaign behind us, to lower the temperature, to see each other again, to listen to one another, to hear each other again, and respect and care for one another, to unite, to heal, to come together as a nation. I know this won't be easy. I'm not naive. Neither of us are. I know how deep and hard the opposing views are in our country on so many things. But I also know this as well. To make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as enemies. We are not enemies. What brings us together as Americans is so much stronger than anything that can tear us apart. So let me be clear. We are campaigning as a Democrat, but I will govern as an American president. The presidency itself is not a partisan institution. It's the one office in this nation that represents everyone. And it demands a duty of care for all Americans. That is precisely what I will do. I will work as hard for those who didn't vote for me as I will for those who did vote for me. Now, every vote must be counted. No one's going to take our democracy away from us. Not now, not ever. America's come too far. America's fought too many battles. America's endured too much to ever let that happen. We, the people, will not be silenced. We, the people, will not be bullied. We, the people, will not surrender. My friends, I'm confident we'll emerge victorious. But this will not be my victory alone or our victory alone. It'll be a victory for the American people, for our democracy, for America. And there will be no blue states and red states when we win, just the United States of America. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you.
Don't forget that mask. Well, I know this is kind of impromptu,
Joe
y'all.
Biden adrassing reporters gathered in Wilmington, Delaware,
We got
flanked
you.
there by Kamala Harris.
Was that Joe Biden? I didn't know it was Joe Biden.
The former
I'm kidding.
vice.
Anyway, there you have it, y'all. You know, we're going to, obviously, we're keeping a very, 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 very tight, close focus on the elections and what the hell is going on. I don't know what that was. What was that? Okay, so there's a lot to talk about, my brothers and sisters. I know that this is very impromptu. Like, you guys are going, wait a second, it ain't 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. The hell you doing right now, Pascal? Well, I'm trying to explain something to y'all, okay? I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is that he felt compelled to jump onto the microphone and speak his truth. Now, he didn't say that they won or nothing. He didn't say he won, but he sure as hell said something like he was the president of these United States. It was hilarious to me. Okay, I got my boy Tanya Vane, a.k.a. David, or David, a.k.a. Tanya Vane, in the house. We got to talk about this, y'all. The hell is going on, man? David, what do you think? What do you think about this? The hell is what's going on?
It looks like everything's in chaos at this point, pretty much. There's arguments all over the country about not just Biden here is he's coming on. There's a lot of problems trying to decide who's the president, obviously, and Trump just came out saying that he wants to hold up some of the votes in Wisconsin and Michigan until he gets out there to actually have someone see them, because there have been reports of irregularities there, according to his campaign manager. I think that's what Biden's responding here to, that Trump wants to verify these ballots, and some other people, like there were a few liberal groups saying that Trump is doing this just to hold up the results of the election, as opposed to trying to actually prove that there is some sort of miscount.
Yeah, and that's a very good possibility. That's probably what it is as well, where he's just kind of going, okay, I'm going to get ahead of this. And right now, these are the numbers that we're getting. So it looks like I'm going to be winning this mother lover. And y'all just going to have to accept it and let it be what it is. But there are some things I want to talk about it, because there are some other things that we were going to talk about. But real quick, David, your camera is frozen on your face. It is just frozen. Yeah. Maybe you can turn off your camera and turn it back on or something like that while we do this. But here it is. Biden obviously is getting out in front and saying, hey, looks like we're going down the path of victory for reals, y'all. Looks like I'm about to win this piece, about to take home the W. But at the same time, I want to put out a message of unity, a message of togetherness. I don't want this to split up the country. I don't want it to be something that causes people to get angry and have people start acting a fool out here. I want us to be one as a United States of America, not what what he feels Trump has been doing for the past 4 years, which is dividing a country. He's going, I want to unite the country. Also, I think he's also trying to say that so that people don't lose their minds out in the streets as well. So he's trying to avoid that kind of chaos, riots, looting, violence. We already talked about the violence that happened to some Proud Boys and Beverly Beatty last night. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what could come, of what could possibly come in the very near future. So I'm sure he's sitting here going, hey, if I'm coming out and saying that I am president, I really don't want everyone to start. I just don't want people losing their minds and cause a ruckus. He's not claiming the victory. Let me just add that again. Let me just say that one more time. He is not claiming victorious. Okay? He is not claiming that he is the winner right now, but he's saying it looks like we are going down the path of victory. So I just want to make that abundantly clear as well. I don't know what to say. It's such a crazy situation. We all know that this whole thing is weird. I mean, we can all agree that how we're approaching this how everything's being handled, how this election 2020 is being handled. It is freaking weird. It's really, really weird. But he's already claiming things. I know that Trump is trying to stop counting from happening in certain states like Michigan. He's trying to make those things stop. So anyway, I just saw that he was about to come up and make his announcement, to speak. Obviously, what he's saying is historical. Regardless if he's to win or lose, this will definitely be in the history books for sure. So, David, now that your camera's running again, thank God, what are your thoughts on this, man? Speak on it.
Yeah, I kind of expect this to keep continuing because right now there's a lot of claims of votes not being counted and things. Some of them are false. Like there were a lot of claims that if you filled out your ballot with a Sharpie in Arizona, that it was getting thrown out, or that that it was an act of fraud. But that's not the case. The Sharpie is in fact validated for the form. So if you did that, you're fine.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to confirm this one, but there's also supposedly, a lot of people are saying out of Arizona that their ballots were tracked until the 3rd, and that they're now showing canceled. And there have been reports to the Republican Commission in the area about that, but no investigation so far. Man. And PA's got its own messes too. They were counting through the all their mail-in ballots, and there's some claims that they're still mail-in ballots, while other people are pointing to their graphs showing a completely vertical increase for Biden, and suggesting that that's fraud, showing that all the votes that they got recently were for Biden. Mm-hmm. And the graph is definitely weird, but I don't know why the graph was formed that way. It could be other mistakes besides just fraud, obviously. And what else was there? And Wisconsin is Trump is calling for a recount there, though it doesn't look like it's going to happen, at least not yet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we can already sit here and say that there will be some sort of recount of some sort. I mean, we can guarantee that there will be a recount of some sort. This is just, I mean, obviously, here it is. This is the scenario of what it's going to be, and we talked about it a few hours ago. But I'll say it again. Fine, here it is. They're going to come out with who is going to be the winner, who is going to be president. After they count everything up, after they do all that stuff, then, of course, one side is going to sit there and say, I want to recount. Then, depending on who the person is, because there's going to be two different scenarios about how that person, said people, react to said verdict. to said result. Sorry. One side is going to say, hey, we're asking for a recount. We're just going to keep it as is, and it's going to be just fine. And whatever they find out through that recount, we're going to go with that. And then another side is going to sit there and ride the hell out of voter fraud. Just saying over and over and over again, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud, to the point where everybody who's listening to that, watching it on TV, etc., are going to lose their minds. And it's going to take to the streets. That's what I think.
It's a very good possibility. Well, Jalen was asking about the suit that Trump just filed.
Yes.
And
we were going to talk about that. Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a little confusion about it because some of the news is reporting that his his order was specifically for them to stop counting votes, but that wasn't the case. The order was actually for them to allow counters into their facilities. And however, Trump himself said that his intent was to stop the voting. That's just not what the actual suit does. So I think that's where the confusion's coming from. Maybe he's still trying to pass a second part of that suit to stop counting completely. But even though he said that's what he's doing, that's not what the suit itself is doing. It's just allowing allowing counters to get into there and such.
I guess your dog is not happy with those results, with that news.
Not at all.
It's all good. It's all good. He's a dog. Let him be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. So here it is. So this is what's going on, y'all. This is the story. This is what's going down. He's gonna go. He is obviously getting in front of it. He's getting in front of it, and this is the end result. This is what's going down, babies. This is what's going down, my babies. I don't know. I don't know what to say, because he's basically saying we're about to win. He's literally saying that. He's like, we're about to win, but I want you guys to know that we're about to win. And when we do win, I don't want any chaos in the streets. I'm here for everybody. I'm here to unite the country. I'm not here to split the country apart. I'm not going to claim any voter fraud crap or anything like that. If I win, I win. If I lose, I'll ask for a recount, and that's it. That's my assumption. That other part. You know what I'm saying? Now, what are the numbers now? What are the numbers right now? Where are we at right now in regards to where they stand?
I got it right here, actually.
Bet.
Let's see. In terms of electoral votes, Trump's at 214 and Biden's at 227. Biden has about 70 million popular votes, and Trump has 67 million.
Gotcha. I just saw now that they're on Washington Post's live video. They just showed that Trump. I just lost what Trump's number is. Biden is at 237 right now. 237. Maybe it'll pop up here again, and I can tell you guys again. But no matter what, that's very interesting news. Very, very interesting news. Now, there's a lot of people that have been projecting that that Biden's going to win. A lot of people have been projecting that. That's a very, very good possibility that he does win. If he does, that'll be wild. I think it'll be a lot of interest. It would be interesting to see how people react in the streets, how the general public reacts to this. But then it's also what's really more compelling to me is seeing how Trump handles himself. Is he going to handle this with grace? Or is he going to handle this not so gracefully? That's the question I leave up to everybody out there. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. You think if Trump is to lose, let's just say, if he was to lose, how is he going to take it? Is he going to take it well? Or is he going to lose his damn mind and start using that microphone, which is what he's very good at? He is very good at that microphone. He knows how to sway a crowd. That's one thing I give him mad props on. He has that skill. He has skill. He gets on the microphone. He says his piece. People absorb it like it is God speaking. So, very curious. David, what are your thoughts?
Let's see. I'm not too sure yet. I think if Trump loses, well, I think there's going to be a legal battle either way first. But once the legal battles are kind of settled and we have a good idea, I think Trump will step down in terms of politically. But I do expect him to immediately just kind of go on as a private citizen, go on a tirade against Biden and maybe make a show about it or something. Who knows?
Here it is. AJ Dudley on Periscope. Thank you so much for the comment. He did just say something. He said he's already losing his mind. Look at his tweets and his last speech, or his speech last night. And actually, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to pull up Trump's speech from last night, because that could say a lot of things. That'll say a lot of different things, right? So let's check it out. I got to find it though. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Ooh, okay. I think this is like wait, is this? I guess this is. Let me get this up real quick. Thank God it's muted. We're going to check this out together. All right. Let this skip through. Come on, come on. All right. So this is from last night. AJ Dudley on Periscope mentioned this. So shout out to AJ. Thank you so much for tuning in onto Periscope. Go follow me on The Pascal Show on YouTube. Crush that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Be a part of the discussion, because there's a lot of people. We got a whole family tuning in and being a part of this discussion right now. Now, we're going to look at this video. We're going to look at this speech. And let's see. I want to see for myself, because I didn't hear his speech last night. I was asleep. Or when he did it, I was doing the show. So either I was asleep or I was doing the show. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to check this out with our own two peepers and see if he is sitting there saying some stuff that might stoke the flames. Shall we? Let's check this out.
Thank you very much. There's never been anything like it to support our incredible movement. I want to thank the American people for their tremendous support. Millions and millions of people voted for us tonight. And a very sad group of people is trying to disenfranchise that group of people. And we won't stand for it. We will not stand for it. Thank the First Lady, my entire family, and Vice President Pence, Mrs. Pence, for being with us, all three of us. And we were getting ready for a big celebration. We were winning everything, and all of a sudden it was just called off. The results tonight have been phenomenal, and we are getting ready. I mean, literally, we were just all set to get outside and just celebrate something that was so beautiful, so good. Such a vote, such a success. The citizens of this country have come out in record numbers. This is a record. There's never been anything like it.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It is true. It is a record number of voters since I don't even know how long. It is an incredible increase in comparison to what happened 4 years ago, if not even 8 years ago. 12 years ago, for crying out loud. It is there has been a large amount of voters this time around. As Enemy just said, thank you so much. Hello, Enemy. He said the most in history. And that's very, very true. There's a lot of people who voted. It's an amazing thing. People really want change, or they want to maintain the status quo. But I'm going to continue. It is very true. But that doesn't mean that it's all Trump. That does not mean that. Let's just state the facts. He said, oh, we're winning all over the place. That's not entirely true either. But let's continue.
To support our incredible movement, we won states that we weren't expected to win. Florida, we didn't win it. We won it by a lot.
But you lost other states as well. I want to point that out. He was getting Florida. He got Florida last year. Or last time, sorry. He got Florida last time. So of course he's going to get Florida again. But there's other states that he used to have that he lost this time. Let's continue.
The great state of Ohio. We won Texas.
Those are true. Those are true.
Texas by 700,000 votes, and they don't even include it in the tabulations. It's also clear that we have won Georgia.
That's true.
We're up by 2.5% or 117,000 votes with only 7% left.
Now, I just want to point something else out. He's only talking about popular vote. Right now, he's only talking about the popular vote. He's not talking about electoral college. Interesting, right? Let's continue.
They're never going to catch us. They can't catch us. Likewise, we've clearly won North Carolina. Where we're up 1.4% or 77,000 votes.
Wait a second, though. Okay, I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm really not trying to be a jerk, all right? But here it is. North Carolina. David, North Carolina. Do we have any results for that?
Let's see.
We're still waiting on North Carolina, aren't we?
Right. There's
no
electoral votes yet.
No electoral votes, but then let's talk about the popular vote. Is it all in? Is it all in?
95% right now.
95% now. What happened last night? This is from last night. Guarantee you.
I think it was around 88 to 92 at most.
Okay, 88 or 92. Okay, fine. So when he finally started talking, he's only talking about popular vote. He's not talking about, because I'm sorry to say this, but the popular vote doesn't even matter. It doesn't. You could lose the popular vote and still win the electoral vote, and you still become president. So it doesn't even matter. He lost in 2016. I'm sorry for stating these facts, but these are just facts, guys. In 2016, he lost the popular vote by like 300,000 votes or something crazy like that. Still to this day, he fights saying that and argues saying that he still won. He still won the popular vote. That was all fraud. That was all fake. Yet he still won the Electoral College. Hence the reason why he became president. Situations going on right now, which is what we talked about last night, David. We talked about this exact same thing, where it's like, wouldn't it be funny if he loses, let's just say, because right now the popular vote looks like everything's leaning toward Biden as well, but it's very thin. Very, 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 very thin. I mean, it's like 50,000 votes or something crazy like that. That's how thin it is right now on the popular vote. But let's just say Biden wins the Electoral College, but does not win the popular vote. Be funny if things flipped around. Would he still sit there and go, nope, I'm the president. I don't know what you're talking about. I won popular vote. No, this is not how you won last time. You won last time because of the Electoral College. So, it's very interesting. Let me continue.
With only approximately 5% left, they can't catch us. We also, if you look and you see Arizona, we have a lot of life in that. And somebody declared that it was a victory for, and maybe it will be. I mean, that's possible. But certainly there were a lot of votes out there that we could get because we're now just coming into what they call Trump territory. I don't know what you call it, but these were friendly Trump voters. And that could be overturned. The gentleman that called it, I watched tonight, he said, well, we think it's fairly unlikely that he could catch. Well, fairly unlikely. And we don't even need it. We don't need that. That was just a state that if we would have gotten it, it would have been nice, Arizona. But there's a possibility, maybe even a good possibility. In fact, since I saw that originally, it's been changed and the numbers have substantially come down just in a small amount of votes. So we want that obviously to stay in play. But most importantly, we're winning Pennsylvania by a tremendous amount.
Okay. Well,
There
okay.
was some
Go ahead.
there's some interesting stuff in Arizona, actually. I don't know quite when he made his speech, but
It was last
there
night
was
for sure.
last night. All right. So at that point, they may not have known, but so it was leaning towards Biden for a while, and then there was a lot of votes that they didn't expect. Like when they say 86% of votes are counted, those are expected votes. Those aren't total. They don't know how many actual votes they're getting yet because they haven't counted them. So there was a big jump back in the Arizona numbers because they got more votes than they expected, basically, and that put it back into play for a while. And I don't know where it's going to go right now, though it does favor Biden by quite a bit.
It's you know, it is a very weird, I don't know. This is just such a weird cluster F, you know, a cluster muck of just cluster muckiness. And it's frustrating as everyone else it feels. Like, trust me, you're a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter right now. Everyone's at the edge of their seats. Everyone's biting their nails. Everyone's sitting there wondering what the hell is going on. And right now, I couldn't even tell you what the hell is going on. I wish I could tell you what the hell is going on. All I know is that Biden jumped on real quick. Biden jumped on fast and was like, looks like I'm winning. Just letting y'all know. But hey, guys, don't be mad. Don't be angry. I'm here for everybody. Thank you. Wait, my mask. Hold on, I forgot my mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what happened. So, you know, they're already projecting a lot of other spots going to Biden. That's right, Jalen. A consistent cluster F of crazy confusion. Absolutely. And it's like, how much? How do you know? How do you not know? What's the truth? What's fake news? What is a fabrication? What is voter fraud? What is not voter fraud? Shoot, even Enemy Nation just said earlier, voter suppression. Shoot, they had some issues in Atlanta. Just so you know, speaking of voter suppression, where people were stuck trying to vote, stuck outside, lines out the door, their wait times were as long as 5 hours, just so that they can vote. It's crazy. And this is real. This is what's going on. So, looks like Biden's basically saying, I'm in the lead, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. So if they come up with a result tonight, which I doubt, I really doubt they will. I really, really doubt they will. But if they do, just letting you know, don't be mad. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for everybody. I'm here to bridge the gap. We'll see if that's actually true. We'll see what happens in regards to these results. But like I said, if Trump is already putting out citations to Michigan saying, yep, hold up on that counting. I don't believe that. He's going to do it to other states as well. Just wait for it.
Looks like we got some newer results from Michigan right now. They are at was around 98%, and they're calling it, or let's see that again, 97%, and they're calling it for Joe Biden at 49.8% versus 48.6%. This is actually from the New York Post. So they're calling Michigan for Biden right now. They just did, in fact.
They just did, right? Yeah, they did. They did like about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
But now they actually have all the data, and it looks like so.
Hamburger. So Michigan goes to Biden. Wisconsin goes to Biden as well, correct?
Most likely, yeah. Almost
Most
certainly.
likely. Most likely. I think they were saying it was projected that it's going to be going to Biden. Now, if Biden gets Pennsylvania, which I don't think he will, I don't think he's going to get Pennsylvania. I really don't think he's going to get Pennsylvania. You know what? We need to pull up the map. Let me pull up this map. This glorious, glorious map so we can all look at it together. So we can see it. So right now on the map, oh my God. The map right now is saying Biden is 248 and Trump is at 214. That's some real stuff. In fact, hold on. Before I pull up the map. Let me, I'm going to pull this video up. This is a CBS News video clip where they say Trump falsely claims he won election as millions of votes remain uncounted. So we're going to take a look at a little bit of this clip. But right now, as we speak, we got, and I'm looking at NPR.org. So you guys can watch this with me. It is on their it's on their front page. It is showing the map of the country and where we are as far as the electoral votes. And right now, Trump is still in the Biden Biden is still in the lead with 248 electoral votes. Trump is at 214. Now, Pennsylvania, it looks like it's leaning towards Trump, but it's not officially official yet. North Carolina is still the same thing. It is with Trump in the lead still as well, but nothing is completely set in stone with that. Nevada, right now, by a smidgen. Nevada, Biden is in the lead by like 1% and like 1.4%. Like it's a sliver. I mean, it is super, super tight. But it looks like Michigan and Wisconsin are in Biden's favor. Those are in his back pocket. So we got Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm sorry. So Minnesota, went to Biden. Michigan looks like it's Biden, but it's very, very, very thin, and it's not official yet. So we're still waiting on Michigan. That hasn't been official yet, David.
No, it's not official, but it's probably going to be soon.
Okay. So.
But my thoughts. Okay, so you pointed out Georgia, North Carolina, and PA.
Yeah.
That gives him 51 more votes, putting him at 265. So that would take it over to Nevada, which has gone back and forth. I guess Arizona has too, so it could end up with those states being a huge decider. It is kind of looking like more of a Biden today to me than it did yesterday, but there's always the possibility it could swap.
Oh, okay. So, and also Tiernan just said as well that CNN called Michigan 10 minutes ago. So he won Michigan. Okay. So he most definitely got Michigan. There you go. So Biden's got Michigan. That's 16. That's 16 electoral votes in his back pocket, which obviously I don't know if they've added it to this on NPR, but Biden is at 248. Trump is at 214. There is a video that I want to pull up because I want us to see this for ourselves with Trump talking about how he falsely claiming that he won and all that. So we got to check this out. 1 second. And it's the same story, but he's been saying this. I don't, this ain't nothing. Ain't nothing changed, y'all. He's still saying the same old stuff. Let's check this out.
Of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Let me get straight to it. Come on, computer.
Thank you. This is without question the latest news conference I've ever had. We love you. I appreciate it very much. And I want to thank the American people for their tremendous support. Millions and millions of people voted for us tonight.
I'm trying to find it.
We're up by 65% of the vote is in, and we're winning Wisconsin. So we're winning. We don't need all of them. We need, because when you add Texas in, which wasn't added, I spoke with the really wonderful governor of Texas just a little while ago, and Greg Abbott, he said, congratulations. He called me to congratulate me on winning Texas. I mean, we won Texas. I don't think they finished quite the tabulation, but there's no way. And it was almost complete, but he congratulated me. Then he said, by the way, what's going on? I've never seen anything like this. Can I tell you what? Nobody has. So we won by 107,000 votes with 81% of the vote. That's Michigan. So when you take those three states in particular, and you take all of the others, I mean, we have so many, we had such a big night. You just take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. And all of a sudden, it's not like we're up 12 votes and we have 60% left. We won states, and all of a sudden, I said, what happened to the election? It's off. And we have all these announcers saying, what happened? And then they said, oh, because you know what happened? They knew they couldn't win. So they said, let's go to court. And did I predict this, Newt? Did I say this? I've been saying this from the day I heard they were going to send out tens of millions of ballots. I said exactly, because either they were going to win, or if they didn't win, they'll take us to court. So Florida was a tremendous victory. 377,000. Texas, as we said. Ohio, think of this. Ohio, a tremendous state, a big state. I love Ohio. We won by 8.1%, 461. Think of it. Almost 500,000 votes. North Carolina, big victory with North Carolina. And so we won there. We lead by 76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden, everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public.
Here we go.
This is an embarrassment to our country.
There we go.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
There you go. This is what I was looking for. This is exactly the spot that I was looking for. Somebody just asked about it. They're like, hey, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof of him talking about it? Of him talking about that there was, like, that this election is fraudulent, or that this election is suspicious, that there's a lot of suspicion going on in regards to this particular election. And there it is. There you have it. Right there. It's hard not to hear that. It's hard not to hear what he just said. And in that case, I'm going to play it again because I'm a jerk.
76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden, everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this.
Well, from the math, it doesn't look like Biden can win if the 5% left is correct. But if there's more than 5% votes, which there very well could be, then it's definitely foolish to call it now.
Yep. I mean, you know, it's crazy for you to sit there and go, oh yeah, I won, I already won, and it's like half the country hasn't even been closed yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even done yet, and the mail-in ballots haven't been counted yet fully in some states. Like, you don't know yet, y'all. Like, you can't automatically start saying, oh, fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fraudulent. That doesn't make any sense. Let them count the stuff first. That's what I personally think. Let them count the stuff first, and then you can make your claims. Don't start going onto your microphone right now and start getting people upset. Because you know for a fact that you have that power. You have that power, G. You got that power. And it's amazing the power that you have with this microphone. As soon as you start saying that kind of stuff, that's when people get riled up. Trust and believe. You know for a fact that, like, even this morning, we start the show live. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our thing. We're doing the countdown. People are already going in. As soon as we start going, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Everyone's going, voter fraud, voter fraud, voter fraud, vote. And it's like, because he has that power of the microphone. He has that power of speech that gets people riled up and gets people wanting to be on his side like that. That is the genius. That is the skill. That is the talent. That is the gift that Trump has. Let's be straight funky on that. But now they see this. He's not happy about this. And he's using the microphone in the wrong way. He's using his power. He's using his gift. He's using his talent. And he's using his genius the wrong way right now. We don't need a country divided. We need a country together. The last thing you need to do is start getting people angry and start losing their damn minds in the streets. Once the results come out, then you start to speak up. But wait for the results to come out, y'all. Wait. Then pull out all the lawsuits and all the citations and whatnot. That's what I think. What do you say, David?
I agree. I mean, we're looking at a lot of votes this year. See, 2018 was 41 million, and we have around 95 million turned in this year. So it's over twice. It's about twice of what we had in 2016 as well. So it's, I mean, obviously with twice as many people voting, it's going to be much harder to decide which states are going to go. And there's a lot more possibility for huge fluctuations because we don't know exactly which groups are now active voters that were not active voters before.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people. That's very, very true. There's a lot of people that have never voted before, that are well into their above the age of legally voting, and they felt compelled to come out and actually vote for the very first time because they felt like, hey, my vote, my voice means something this time. So let's do this. Let me jump up. Let me stand up and say something because I feel compelled. I feel emboldened to go and vote now, which is incredible. Now I want to hug and kiss every single person that has decided to go and vote for the very first time. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And that very much could well be what's going on. Why we have such a huge turnout. Because people feel some type of way about what's going on. They feel like either they want to keep maintain the status quo, or they want him out. It's either one. But I feel like that's not what him going on the microphone and doing that was not a good move. That's what I personally think. I know that some people might feel some type of way with that, but at the same time, you got to have like Fredemar just said, and maybe I'm misquoting him, but you got to have evidence, fireproof. You know what I mean? Like surefire proof that is really what's going on. Than for you to go up there and just automatically go, no, voter fraud. It's voter fraud. You know what I mean? I know, I don't get it. I don't get it. We had all these great things, and, we're looking at it, and I totally won, North Carolina, even though not all of the votes are in, not even, a certain amount, but I'm totally in the lead. And then I don't understand, then all of a sudden, voter fraud. Voter fraud. Doesn't make sense. Personally, doesn't make sense. To me, seems like he's trying to stoke the flames. That's just me. You notice how Biden goes up there and says, looks like I'm winning, but I just want you, the American people, to know that I'm here for all of you, not just one side. I am here for all of you. And I'm not sitting here trying to say Biden is the way. I'm not trying to say he's the best man for the job. I am not saying that at all. But I am giving him mad props for actually being diplomatic as F when he got on that microphone. Instead of trying to stoke the flames, he is trying to calm the flames down by simply saying, guys, I'm here for every single one of you. I am representing all Americans, not just Republicans, not just the Democrats. I am representing every single one of you. Please understand that that's what I'm standing for. That's it. That's all he had to say. Beautifully done. Beautifully said. And he said, I'm out. Deuces. That's it. You don't need some dude coming out here trying to get people riled up. That's what's going on when Trump went onto the microphone last night. I'm sorry. That's night and day. That's fire and ice that you just saw. We saw one live, speaking live, and we saw another one speaking last night. And you know for a fact that Trump is not used to losing. Or maybe Trump doesn't like to lose. He will refuse to lose. I'm not sitting here saying that he is losing. But he's not willing to sit back and just let the election and the votes be counted in and let the chips fall where they may and then react. I truly hope that nobody's going to start losing their minds here. Because I'm scared. Not scared. I'm just worried. I care about our country. I care about every single last person that is part of this Pascal Show family, to people who don't like this show. I care about everybody, and I care about the well-being of our entire country. And I'd hate for this election be the thing that rips this entire country apart again. There you have it. That's all I got to say about that. David?
Yeah. I don't know how to follow on to that one. But let's see. Yeah, I don't think either of them should be trying to build up their victory yet. Trump definitely has explicitly said it, whereas Biden has made sure to always use the conditional language, like not as certain. Yeah, I see a similarity in that they're both trying to provide the confidence to their voters that they won, and but since we don't know that yet, that's just going to end with at least one side highly disappointed.
Mm-hmm. One side is going to be very, 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 very upset, and I don't know if it's going to be the side that, I mean, just the way things are going, like. The way things are going, the trajectory that is going right now, the fact that Biden went up and said, looks like I'm winning, and made a public announcement about that, because I don't think he'd be the type to go up and make an uncalculated speech, because that would make him look like a damn fool. But the fact that he's going up there and saying, looks like I won, y'all, like, I'm just letting y'all know. We're going to let this thing ride out. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait. Now, if he is right, I don't think it's going to be liberals running around in the streets losing their damn minds. I think it's going to be the absolute opposite. And as much as they say that the liberals are the ones that are going to riot and loot and lose their damn minds, and that the conservatives aren't going to do anything, shoot, I hope you guys are right, because I don't want to see any type of violence or bloodshed at all. Interesting times, y'all. Very interesting times. But here it is. David, thank you so much for jumping up on this pop-up live stream with me. Biden was about to speak, and I was like, yo, let's get on right now. We get on right now. And so we jumped on because I wanted to hear from you guys. I wanted to hear your thoughts and everything. And this is very, very, it's very interesting how everybody, because we got people on here that are, hardcore conservative, we got hardcore liberals, we got everybody in between, and that's what I love about it. So I love hearing your thoughts and hearing your opinions and on here and everything, and I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this stream. I will be on in another 3 hours, so be sure to tune in at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. David and I will be on live together, and I'm sure there's going to be more breaking news tonight when we go live, and we're going to talk about all that stuff too. We'll be holding each other's hands. Doesn't matter. I'll hold a conservative's hand. I'll hold a liberal's hand. I don't give a damn. We're all in this crap hole together. We are in this barrel of cat piss that is getting turned on fire right now. Lit on fire. Hey, we're all in this together. We can all hold hands and hold each other for a little bit. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. But anyway, enemy said, did Fiddy leave the U.S. yet? You know what? I'd like to find that out too. Because if it ends up being Biden, yeah, he's gonna leave the country. I can see him going to Canada. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. Hilarious. But anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. or 3 hours from now. I'll see you guys in 3 hours. All right. Much love to you guys. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.